TomaGold has just released a major exploration update that has significantly shifted the potential of the Chibougamau project in Quebec. David Grandin of TomaGold joins us now to discuss. We'll also be covering some updates on the finance side, where they just had an oversubscribed financing at the end of 2025. David, welcome to our program.
Thank you, Rachel.
So like I said, we've got a massive update here, specifically the discovery of a semi-massive sulfide zone at depth, meaning you've hit high-grade copper and gold in an area where the system appears to be widening. What does a specific style of mineralization tell you about the potential for a large-scale discovery at the project?
Well, here we're talking, like you said, like zinc with additional gold, copper, lead, silver, and other mineral and metal. So we are in the opinion that we are on the periphery of a major massive sulfide mineralization. So all what we observe are breakout veins, semi-massive to massive, disseminated sulfide, without quartz vein. And usually when you have the quartz vein, you have the gold. So there are near surface, near surface, felsic volcanic rocks that further east, which also holds sulfide vein and dissemination within, I don't know, between 1 and 2 kilometers of Berrigan deep zone. So the potential is quite large. It's quite big. It's new. So now that we're dealing with the second parallel zone, it's the one at depth, that could significantly increase the potential to and link a series of mineralized interval on surface to the northeast. So when we look at this, Berrigan has been there for quite some time. It's been labeled as a project everybody knows, but now that we intersected something that strong at depth with this massive thickness, it gives us a lot of it gives us a lot of upside for the future. You're thinking maybe 2 kilometers by one at depth, and then after that, we can expand. And keep in mind that these things they were never tested at depth before. So even geophysics or geochem modeling or drilling, they never went that deep. So now we're thinking that this big VMS potentially is there, massive sulfide zone, and I don't know, maybe you can expect maybe 5 to 50 million ton down the road on multiple horizon in the future, but that needs to be drilled, right? So, but we're quite satisfied. It's new, so it's exciting.
How are you positioning your next few holes to determine, right, if this is a standalone lens or, like you say, potentially part of a much larger connected system?
So positioning the new holes. So well, first of all, we need to finish to receive the next 3 holes. So we have 3 more holes, hole number 11, 12, and 13. We need to get the BHM survey. So as soon as we have that, we're going to compile. After that, based on the team and the work we've done, of course, we have immediate target that we could go for, but validating, reconfirming these target at depth, along strike or even deeper, or even push it down even further down, that's a possibility. But I would say that right now the consensus in the team is to continue to expand what we have now, because this is like I will call it, I'm not a geologist, but you'll get what I see, is the marker hole, right? The discovery hole. So we'll just go and expand laterally at depth, and from there we'll go. And we have about 1 kilometers to play along that new this new discovery that we just made. So the potential for keep going and being really active in that area is quite high. Yeah.
Well, if we transition over to the corporate side,
yes.
You've closed a financing, oversubscribed, and have already announced a second private placement to meet the demand here. Yep. Why are investors eager in backing you right now?
We've been there for quite some time, but also Chibougamau has been really up and going, right? So we've been there since 2012, but the camp has been active. Recently, you had the transaction with Northern Superior that got bought out by IAMGOLD, right? They had provided good discovery. Cygnus is really active. Kintavar is active. Many players are active, but the M&A that happened in the last year in the general area is quite exciting. And now if you go to TomaGold, we consider a massive district. So if you look at all the other land package that we have assembled around Chibougamau, people are ready to back something also different and new. It's a camp that's been known for quite some time, but now we're going one vision, one team, assemble a big package. So there's a different vision. Like it's not always this. Nothing bad about that, but it's not always the same idea as being conveyed. So we're challenging the preconceived idea. We go further down. So and see this model that we just drilled. Nobody would have thought that at that depth you would have that, but then we hit that. So we're quite pleased with this. So investors are looking for something that it's stable in a safe jurisdiction. We are in safe jurisdiction. We're in Quebec. We're in Chibougamau. We have access to all infrastructure. There's a immediate knowledge on the project. So Berrigan is not like a grassroots project. It's like it's been there for 50 years. So you're starting with a 1.3 million ton historical resource. So from there you have something to build for. Like you have 40,000 historical meter of drilling, 400 drill hole, a lot of geophysics. So you go and it gives confidence to the investor that you're just not going on the whim, right? So you go, you have a strong base, and from there you expand and you advance. So I think that's why we had some success raising money this year, and we had a really, really strict plan. So Berrigan was always on one of the priority. We have other project of interest, but Berrigan was the main focus, and people bought into this. And so far, it's. I think people are really well rewarded because we've just had 2 really good press release, good discovery.
Well, clarify something for me. You said that you have a slightly different vision because you're going deeper at this camp. What is that vision that you're bringing to the table here compared to your neighbors?
Not necessarily the deeper, but Chibougamau for quite some time has been like a very fragmented camp. So a lot of different owner, different vision. Even if you go back a long time ago, I've been but the company, I've been working in Chibougamau since 2012. So originally we made the discovery of the Mont Soleil deposit, and that's where we kind of reactivated the thing. We brought IAMGold as a GV partner, and they got interested into Nelligan and Philibert. They got active. When we're working on another asset that we have, Obalski, we found out that there was a lot of discrepancy in the database. So what we bring different is we revisit, we do the work that doesn't pay off immediately, right? So relogging, revalidating the color location, challenging the geophysics, the grid correlation, the gridding, the georeferencing of all the maps. Sometimes, of course, you will do it when you do a program, but when you do it at scale on the district size, then you can maybe you're like, hey, hold on. Oh, that fault, maybe you can realign it, and you re-challenge some preconceived model.
Understood.
And I'm not the only one doing it. Like we're a team of 5 geo technical people. We go see the AI guy, Windfall, the former geologist resident, and all these people. So we have a big crew, and we're not scared of just re-challenging some idea, break some things to build something new.
Talk to us about your exploration timeline as well, David. What does it look like for the rest of winter and spring? For example, how many meters do you plan to drill before we see a comprehensive update on the total scale here?
We will be quite active, actually. We will get the 3 next hole quite soon, we expect. Geophysics is around the corner, so we will update that. Get a pretty good idea, I would say, in the next few weeks. And then we will probably remobilize immediately after to start drilling. So how many drill holes? Well, we'll probably do another 7,000 meters immediately, depending on the geophysics, the result of the analysis of the work we've done. So for the end of winter, early spring, that's what people can expect. So geophysics report, 3D modeling, more drill results on the current Berrigan project, and then expanding the work program at depth and along strike. So I think it will be quite active. Yeah. So 5,000, 7,000 meters, that's what we have in the cardboards, but it might change as we go forward.
All right. Well, the more active you are, the busier I get. So we'll see you in the next update.
Yes, exactly.
All right. David Grondin of TomaGold. Of course, you guys can go to CEO.CA, search the ticker, LOT, to look at what the investors on there are saying about the company. Thanks for watching.